A big move for one local city could lead to massive industry and economic growth. Calories may not be the only thing to worry about this Thanksgiving, and we'll tell you when and where big area events are happening this holiday season.
A wet and potentially stormy start to your Thanksgiving Day coming up. We will have the complete forecast details straight ahead.
Coming up in sports, we'll talk semifinal football action. EAN Local News begins now.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Waldrop Manufacturing, metal buildings made right here in Calhoun County.
Hello, we're glad you could join us. I'm Katie Edwards. Mike Stedham has the evening off. In a significant step for economic development in Anniston and Calhoun County, local officials have moved to take control of the redevelopment of Fort McClellan. The City of Anniston, the Calhoun County Commission, and the county's legislative delegation have jointly requested that the McClellan Development Authority Board dissolve the MDA and transfer responsibility for the redevelopment of the former Army base to the City of Anniston. The request was made by the McClellan Development Authority Oversight Committee, which includes representatives from the city, county, and state lawmakers, signaling a unified effort to move forward with the redevelopment process. Officials say that transferring control to the city will streamline the process, eliminate unnecessary bureaucracy, and make it easier to attract new business and create jobs in the region. Fort McClellan, located within the city limits of Anniston, spans over 2,000 acres and has long been seen as a key site for redevelopment. By giving the City of Anniston direct responsibility, leaders hope to make the property more accessible to developers and investors, while also encouraging greater collaboration between the city, county, and neighboring communities. The change is also expected to help leverage new state-level economic incentives, making it easier to drive growth and attract industries to the area. With a comprehensive plan already in place, the city is ready to take charge of the property, maintaining its upkeep and overseeing future development efforts. Local business leaders and officials are optimistic that this shift will set the stage for a more business-friendly environment, creating long-term economic opportunities for Anniston and Calhoun County. Authorities are warning EBT card holders about scammers attempting to steal SNAP benefits. The Alabama Department of Human Resources will never request this information and has these tips to stay safe. Change your PIN monthly, especially before new benefits are deposited. If you need help, call the number on your card and select option 3. If your benefits are stolen, visit your county DHR office to file a report. Report the theft using the number on the back of your EBT card. For food assistance, visit Feeding Alabama. By staying vigilant, you can protect yourself from becoming a victim. For more details, visit Alabama DHR. Well, calories may not be the only thing to worry about this Thanksgiving. Details in a minute.
I'm Mary Beth from CARE's Direct Primary Care. Do you want convenient 24/7 access to health care? We're available in person, by text, phone, and video visit. Sooner or later, we all get sick. A quick trip to an ER or urgent care can quickly add up to more than the cost of 1 year's membership of Direct Primary Care. If you have a high deductible, you can quickly burn through that before your insurance activates. Join CARE's DPC today.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Oxford Lumber. Come visit any of our locations in Oxford, Jacksonville, Talladega, and Roanoke.
Most people know the holiday season is full of good food and spending time with family. What they don't know is Alabama is the second deadliest state to drive in during the Thanksgiving holidays, according to recent data analysis. With an estimated 500 driving deaths on the road during the holiday period, that makes Thanksgiving one of the deadliest holidays. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration data shows that 6 southern states, Alabama included, rank in the top 10. The Barber Law Firm, a Dallas-based personal injury firm, recently analyzed 10 years' worth of data from the NHTSA on fatal crashes on Thanksgiving. In this analysis, which spans from 6 p.m. Wednesday evening before Thanksgiving to 6 a.m. the next Monday, Chris Barber, founder and principal attorney of the Barber Law Firm, says to avoid risk, drivers are advised to plan travel and meal preparations far in advance to allow extra time for drivers to get where they're going safely. Also, eliminate stress-fueled last-minute grocery shopping. Thanksgiving is tomorrow, and that means that Christmas is just around the corner. Stay tuned, we'll be right back.
This Black Friday, skip the big box stores and head to your locally owned Oxford Lumber for unbeatable deals. Get select Milwaukee tools and batteries for just $99 each, perfect for your next project. Stay cool with a Yeti backpack cooler or grab a Stanley tumbler for just $35. Tackle the yard with an Eagle Power Plus blower, then cozy up to a 28-inch gas fire pit for just $139.99. Oxford Lumber is your local hardware store offering the best deals now through December 2nd. Shop local, save big, and get ready for the season at Oxford Lumber. Barrett Body Shop has moved to its new location on Highway 431 in Alexandria. Barrett has been delivering top-notch collision repair in Calhoun County since 2000. Our skilled team restores your vehicle to pre-accident condition with a commitment to quality and safety. Choose Barrett Body Shop for honest, reliable service. This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by WM Grocery, located in Heflin, Wadowee, Roanoke, and in Piedmont.
All the laughs around the table, the delicious food, and fellowshipping with others is definitely something to celebrate. It also means that Christmas is just around the corner. Here are a few events happening in the surrounding areas for the holiday season. The city of Heflin is having their cookie crawl and tree lighting this Friday night from 4 until 8 p.m. The cookie crawl starts at 4 p.m. Live music and entertainment is at 5:30. Ornament presentation is at 6:45, and the lighting of the tree is at 7 p.m. On December 2nd, the city of Piedmont is having their Christmas parade. It starts at 6 p.m. December 3rd, the city of Gadsden is having their Christmas parade that starts at 6 p.m. and the city of Jacksonville has their Christmas parade starting at 6:30 p.m. that same night. The city of Anniston has a few things happening on December 7th from 3 p.m. until 9 p.m. Christmas Through the Decades will be a night to remember with a holiday vendor market, Christmas concerts, and the official tree lighting ceremony starting at 6:30, followed by the Downtown Anniston Christmas Parade. The city of Oxford is having their Christmas parade on December 12th from 6 to 8 p.m. And last but not least, the city of Heflin's Parade of Lights will be on December 14th. Well, we enjoyed a beautiful sunshiny day today, but as you all know, we've got a big holiday coming up as well as some shopping headed into the weekend. John Holder joins us now in the Camping World Weather Center to tell us what we can expect. John?
Katie, lots of things happening coming up. We've got Thanksgiving, we've got Black Friday, we've got the Iron Bowl, and we've got the forecast for all three of those big events next.
Since 1993, WM Grocery has been a major part of our local community. WM offers the very best in fresh produce and an outstanding meat department. WM also has many local products not found anywhere else and fresh sushi every day. If you need an event catered, come see Mrs. K at any WM store. Curbside pickup is also available for your online grocery orders. Be sure to download the WM app for all the deals of the week and shopper rewards. Go check them out today at any of their locations.
We take pride in our community and appreciate your business.
Getting my car serviced is easier than ever with Buster Miles Automotive Group in Cleburne and Calhoun County. They pick up my car, service it, and deliver it back. Convenient, efficient, and top quality. Schedule your service today and see why Buster Miles Automotive Group is the smart choice.
EAN News would like to thank all our commercial sponsors. Go check out our sponsors' links in the description below. EAN Local Weather is brought to you by Camping World of Anniston, America's recreational dealer.
Another beautiful day across East Alabama. Better enjoy the day. Looking at our Camping World weather cam, a very nice, pleasant late November afternoon. Temperatures getting up into the upper 60s. The last very pleasant warm day we're going to have for quite some time. 68 for the high today after a morning low of 37. That is actually below normal on our low temperature, but actually above normal for our average high temperature today. Say goodbye to above average temperatures for the foreseeable future. Weather on your street on this Thanksgiving Eve, on this Wednesday night. We're going to take out to Langford Lane in Alexandria. Some storms late tonight. This will be mostly after midnight. As a matter of fact, in the wee hours of Thanksgiving morning, it's going to be mild tonight. The low only dropping down to 55. We'll be in the 60s for most of the evening hours. So if you got some last minute Thanksgiving things to do, go out and get that done in the evening hours, because we do have some potentially strong storms coming in the overnight hours. Here's one of our big forecasts. Thanksgiving Day coming up tomorrow. Morning storms at Thankful Park in Anniston, in the city of Anniston. 64 for the high tomorrow. That high temperature probably going to come around about 11 o'clock or so. Then the storms will move out of here. Then we'll have cold air, 5 to 10 to 15, maybe in 25 mile per hour winds out of the north, blowing in that colder air for Thanksgiving afternoon after you have your Thanksgiving meal. And as we look ahead to Black Friday, that's another very important date coming up. If you're going out to all of the after Thanksgiving shopping sales, getting that Christmas shopping done, it is going to be cold. Sunny and cold up on Black Creek Trail by Nakalula Falls in Gadsden. Maybe you're going to head out over this weekend to the falls for the Christmas lights and things like that. It's going to be cold all weekend long, and we'll see that beginning tomorrow with a high temperature only at about 50 degrees, plenty of sunshine, but we'll be in the 40s most of the day on your Black Friday coming up. Here's the 7-day forecast for all of East Alabama. You'll see a 40% chance of rain in the morning. Again, this rain tomorrow will be mainly in the morning. Earlier in the day, the better chance of rain that we're going to have on Thanksgiving. Some of those storms could be on the strong side. It'll be warm up until lunchtime. Then the temperature is falling down to 36 by tomorrow night. We're only staying in the low 50s for Black Friday. Low 50s again will be in the 40s for most of the day for the Iron Bowl coming up on Saturday. About the same forecast in Tuscaloosa as it's going to be here. Plenty of sunshine, but cold, especially by the start of the second half when the sun sets over in West Alabama. Another cold day on Sunday. Look at these nighttime lows. 25 Saturday morning, 29 Sunday morning, a very frigid 22 degrees. That's as cold as it gets typically in wintertime in Alabama. That's going to be our low on Monday morning. We moderate a little bit by the early part of next week, back in the 50s for highs, maybe some mid-50s by Wednesday. And we'll be ready for some 30s after 3 consecutive nights in the 20s by the early part of next week. There is a severe weather threat coming up tomorrow morning for all of East Alabama. It includes basically all the way down to Troy and Eufaula in South Alabama. It does not include the northwest corner here, places like Marion and Winston County, northern part of Walker County, those areas right there, not in the risk of severe weather, but we do have a marginal risk that we could have some strong, damaging thunderstorm winds, some thunder and lightning, maybe some large hail. There's a very isolated, almost a zero, but not a zero tornado threat with this. This is not going to be a big deal, but just something to pay attention to as we move into the overnight hours and during the day on Thursday all across East Alabama. After that, the big story will be the cold weather that's coming behind this severe weather threat. I will be back here tomorrow morning bright and early at 6 a.m. with your Thanksgiving Day forecast. Enjoy your Wednesday.
Coming up in just a moment, the Oxford Yellow Jackets are looking to get revenge Friday night, and the Piedmont Bulldogs are looking to go to the 3A state championship. We have a few teams left in East Alabama that are competing for a football state championship, and one of those teams is the Piedmont Bulldogs. Piedmont will be on the road for the first time in the playoffs this week. The Bulldogs look to remain undefeated and advance to the Class 3A state championship game, but they will have to do it on the road at 12-1 Mars Hill Bible. The Bulldogs are coming off a 30-28 overtime win against the Fife Red Devils in the quarterfinal round, where they had to make a 2-point conversion stop to win the ballgame. Piedmont is no stranger to success. The Bulldogs have won 2 state championships in the last 5 years. This year's Piedmont team comes into the game averaging 41 points a game and only giving up an average of 18 points per game. Friday night will be the first ever meeting between Piedmont and the Panthers. Mars Hill's only loss comes to 5A Scottsboro 22-21 in Week 10. The Panthers are averaging 43 points per game on offense and only giving up an average of 13 points on defense. The two teams will square off this Friday in Florence at 7 p.m. The Oxford Yellow Jackets are also still in the hunt for a state championship and looking to repeat their success from 2019. The Yellow Jackets won the 6A state championship in 2019, and they are looking to do it again. Oxford is undefeated on the year and will also be traveling for the first time in the playoffs this week. The Yellow Jackets will travel to Parker, where they were defeated last year in the second round, 21-14. Oxford and the Thundering Herd looked like similar teams on paper. The Yellow Jackets are scoring an average of 35.7 points a game. Parker is averaging 36.3 points a game. Defensively, the Thundering Herd have only given up 127 points to Oxford's 193. Last week, the Yellow Jackets won in a close game at Lamar Field against Fort Payne 28-26. Parker defeated Muscle Shoals 31-10. These two teams battle it out for the third time ever on Friday at 7 p.m. in Birmingham. Taking a look at some of the other action in the semifinal round in Class 1A, Elba will travel to Maplesville and Hackleburg will travel up to Wadley to take on the Wadley Tigers. In Class 2A, Highland Home will travel to Reeltown and Sulligent will take on Tuscaloosa Academy. In Class 3A, Southside Selma will take on Houston Academy, and the Piedmont Bulldogs, as we just mentioned, will travel to Mars Hill. In Class 4A, St. Michael's will take on Jackson. St. Michael's making it into the semifinals for the first time ever in school history, and West Morgan will travel up to Bobby Joe Johnson Field to take on the Cherokee County Warriors. In Class 5A, Viger travels up to Montgomery to take on Montgomery Catholic, and Leeds and Moody go at it for the second time this year. They are region opponents. Should be a fun one there at Moody. And in Class 6A, Saraland will take on Pike Road, and of course the Oxford Yellow Jackets will travel to Birmingham to take on Parker. That's it for sports. Let's head back over for the wrap-up.
Thanks for that update, Jordan, and thank you for watching us today. You can find us every weeknight on Facebook and YouTube, our website, and on Rumble. Go to the platform of your choice and watch our news, sports, and weather coverage whenever it's convenient for you. We hope you have a great Thanksgiving, and we'll see you back here Monday for your news on your schedule.